Welcome to the movie Reactor. Today I will show you an action-adventure and comedy film from 2016 titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below to help advise me on how to make this channel more intriguing for your enjoyment. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. The four human-like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo sneak into Madison Square Garden and hide under the Jumbotron to watch a basketball game at the beginning of the movie. Vern is taking advantage of his newfound fame as the Falcon outside after the Turtles gave him credit for taking down Shredder in the last movie a year prior. Vern is chosen as the target of Mikey and Rapha's spitball attack. In the meantime, April is looking into scientist Baxter Stockman because she thinks he's up to something fishy. She sits down with him while feigning to be a huge admirer of his work, and after getting her information, she gets up and walks away. Dottie is informed by April that Stockman is attempting to escape custody because he is working for Shredder and that Shredder is about to be sent to another prison. When Mikey throws a pizza slice out of the Jumbotron, causing one of the players to trip, the Turtles are forced to depart. Shredder will be transported by prison officer Casey Jones along with Bebop and Rocksteady, two additional criminals. The antagonist is a favorite of the two of them. A group of foot ninjas chase after the jail van as it is being driven away and detonate the security vans in its path. The Turtles shoot manhole covers at the ninjas as they pass by in their own van. Mikey pulls out some enormous nunchucks, and after landing a couple blows, accidentally destroys them beneath the bridge. Shredder escapes the van through a gap created by a ninja, while Bebop and Rocksteady are given the opportunity to seize control of the vehicle. In his laboratory, Stockman is shown preparing to teleport Shredder while Karai stands by his side. While the Turtles attempt to capture him with a net, Shredder tries to climb aboard an overhead helicopter. The Turtles are perplexed when Shredder leaps and is subsequently flung into a portal. When Shredder is taken to Dimension X, he meets the Krang, an alien being. Krang is a pink, slimy brain squid-like creature that travels by way of a large robot. He requests Shredder's assistance in assembling the components of a portal that would transport him to Earth, where he may activate the Technodrome and take control of the planet. Two of the pieces are at the Museum of Natural History and a Brazilian jungle, and Stockman already has one of them. Shredder agrees, but only if Krang assists him in getting rid of the Turtles. Krang agrees to the plan and dispatches Shredder to return to Earth. Back in the sewers undercover, the Turtles. Mikey notices the Halloween parade and wants to participate because he will fit in. He is forced to return by his brothers. They descend and stop Splinter in the middle of his contemplation. Casey receives criticism from Chief Rebecca Vincent for the three prisoners' escape. Casey makes an attempt to defend himself by recounting what he witnessed, but it seems too unbelievable to be true. He is told not to touch the matter by Vincent. However, Casey discovers the police report on Bebop and Rocksteady and learns their preferred bar since he knows they would be foolish enough to return there. As it turns out, Bebop and Rocksteady are at the bar making plans to form their own criminal enterprise because they believe Shredder is no longer an option. They agree to be his errand boys when he appears in front of them wearing a suit. Later, Casey enters the establishment and demands the bartender tell him where to find the thieves or he'll keep trashing the place. Since the phones he supplied them were meant to be untraceable, the bartender provides him a GPS to use to track them using a signal from the phones. The two are taken to Stockman's lab at the TCRI facility by Shredder. Using a unique brand of mutagen, Stockman has created a formula that can produce powerful beings. Bebop and Rocksteady receive two darts from Shredder, who fires them at them. The two start to change into larger, more powerful beasts. Bebop transforms into a warthog, and Rocksteady into a rhinoceros. In the meantime, April broke into the lab and took the mutagen sample. She enters an alley and is pursued by foot ninjas there. April anticipates the arrival of the Turtles to save her, but Casey, who followed Bebop and Rocksteady's signal to the building, arrives and defeats the ninjas by shooting pucks at them with a hockey mask and stick. After a ninja took the mutagen sample from April, police show up and take it. After the battle is over, the Turtles show up. When they mislead Casey into attacking Splinter in their den, the rat drops him on his ass. They then take Casey there. The next component for the portal machine is stolen by Bebop and Rocksteady as they raid the Museum of Natural History. Donnie discovers the mutagen has the potential to turn him and his brothers into humans after analyzing a sample of it. Leo is informed, but because he believes it would be a poor idea, he advises Donnie not to inform the others. Mikey informs Raph after having heard everything. Leo is confronted by Raph for concealing information from his brothers. Raph and Mikey believe that becoming human will let them to interact with people without being perceived as freaks, while Leo believes that they are turtles by nature. While Leo and Donnie are on another operation, Mikey and Raph attempt to break into the police station to get the mutagen sample with the assistance of April and Casey. When Mikey and Raph are in difficulty, they ask their brothers for assistance. The turtles are cornered by the police, who one of them refers to as monsters. While the turtles flee, April and Casey rush in to protect them, leaving them to be jailed. Leo reprimands his brothers, saying they lack teamwork. He approaches to Splinter to express his worries, and Splinter responds that the turtles' diverse perspectives are what make them a successful team. The turtles are informed that Bebop and Rocksteady are traveling to Brazil in order to retrieve the final component of the device. As soon as the goons locate the fragment, they take off again for New York. In their own aircraft, the turtles descend to meet them. They take a dive from their aircraft into the craft of the bad guys. They directly run into Bebop and Rocksteady and start combating them. Rocksteady unintentionally causes the plane to crash into the river by jumping into a tank and firing at the turtles. The turtles continue to attempt to combat Rocksteady and Bebop while he continues to fire from the tank. The turtles then fall off a waterfall, but they seek refuge in their shells. April and Casey are being held by Vincent in New York. For the purpose of making it appear as though April broke in and took the mutagen sample, Vincent plays security footage from Stockman's lab. In order to steal Vincent's phone so that April can call Vern, Casey successfully picks her pocket. Vern enters the TCRI labs using his status to take the unaltered security footage. He shows Vincent at the police station where he brings it. The transformed Bebop and Rocksteady are subsequently displayed in the video to disprove April and Casey's irrationality. There is nothing Vincent can do but let them go. Each component of the portal device, which Stockman uses to open the gateway to Dimension X, is now in the hands of the baddies. Stockman is betrayed by Shredder, who then has his ninjas eject him. Shredder assures Krang that everything is coming together when he returns to Dimension X. When Krang claims he intends to take the credit for his idea, Shredder is given a dose of his own medicine. Before sailing for Earth, Krang holds Shredder captive and freezes him. Above the city, the Technodrome starts to take shape piece by piece. The turtles decide they must act, but they can't decide whether to act in human or turtle form. Raph throws the mutagen sample they obtained against the wall before they can use it to fight Krang as Ninja Turtles. They initially encounter April, Casey, Vern, Vincent, and the police. Then Vern acknowledges that his friends assisted him in defeating Shredder. When Vincent first encounters the turtles, he is convinced that they truly want to save the city. The turtles board the flyers and locate Krang's ship. April and Casey confront Karai at the lab as they fight him. While April eliminates Karai and Casey seals the connection, the turtles take down Krang and his robot. Krang and the Technodrome return to Dimension X when the Technodrome disintegrates. Krang promises to make a greater and more powerful comeback for the turtles. Vincent and the NYPD commend the turtles for their bravery. Supporting them are April, Casey, Vern, and even Splinter. The turtles are given the opportunity to dwell above the sewers, but they choose to remain where they are and carry on guarding the city. The brothers then climb to the top of the Statue of Liberty to celebrate their win after the decisive shot. Please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the content, then please hit the like button as it helps the channel and is greatly appreciated. Also, if you know anyone who would enjoy watching this content, then please share and help this community grow. Thanks for watching.